Well, thanks for tuning into my channel here. I've posted a couple live videos on Facebook groups to do with recumbent trikes, and I've had comments about the technology, so I figured I'd better try to explain myself. My YouTube channel to date is just a bunch of little clips. I don't really have a clue what I'm doing when it comes to making videos or what to make them good, so I'd appreciate any constructive criticism, and because I'm going to try to learn and try to get better at posting. Later on, I will show you the technology that's not on the trike at the moment, but what we have here is the Cat Trike Max. Capability is 425 pounds. I'm a bit over 200 and dropping because I've been pedaling pretty hard lately. And I try to keep it in off on the controls. Let's see, what we're on right now is it was on Eco because it goes down when you press the button. So yeah, I was in Eco to get through this grass. Grass is pretty thick, but this is like I said, the Cat Trike Max. It's class 1 Bosch motor. So far it works great. It got me over the bridge yesterday. If anybody's been watching Facebook groups on Cat Trike, you'll see me going over that bridge. A lot of construction was going on, but I've got plenty of flags, and I also have tons of lights. I'll go into lights in more detail at another time after I have the trailer hook backed up. Yeah, how do you like that? So the trailer connects the Burley Nomad. Like I said, I'll show it later. Connects right there. And then electric, I have the capability to, there's plugs right there. I put the battery and the solar panel on the trailer, and the battery is an Anchor 535. That's 512 watt hours. And the panel charges the Anchor battery, and then that runs all the electronics. I also have a cooler. I've got yeah, my mind's going blank. I've got insulin, and getting close to getting off the insulin, and once I do, I'll not have to plug that cooler in all the time. It's 60 watts is the load, and the panel is 120 watts. Anchor battery is only capable of 100, using 100 watts in, but if the solar panel is running at 80 to 90%, that's probably what I'm getting. If it goes 120, we got 20 wasted, but that's not real common because there's always something going on, clouds, trees, what have you. And as some of you already know, Jerry riding up front. I tell people, I've not got it on video yet, but I plan on it. I had 2 cops yesterday in Midway, Florida. We stopped, actually I stopped them to ask questions about construction and Florida bike laws as I read them, make sure I understood them. But they asked, what's up with the dial? And I said, well, I give people $20 if they can tell me who it is and how they know who it is. And one of them piped up right away and said, Einstein. I said, nope. The other officer said, supposed to be you, got a lot of hair and a beard. Nope. And I said, you want some hints? They took the hints, and I said, well, look at the hand. Yeah, they're flashing a sign. No, he got his finger chopped off at 4 years old by his older brother. His older brother said, here, hold this. Gave him a log, and he tried to split that log, chopped his finger off. So, any guesses? Well, for those still guessing, I'll tell you, he's a musician, played guitar, one of several that have lost fingers and became famous guitarists. That is Jerry Garcia. So, anyways, I'll give people 20 if they can guess it with no hints. But, yeah, so the technology, real quick, I'll just do a quick summary of this. Well, first off, I got my pulse ox. I got hand exercisers. I had a stroke, and that's why I'm on this recumbent instead of my two-wheel walkie. My balance just wasn't there. But I have several hand exercisers. I've got some back with the bulk of the camera equipment, which I'll make another video or possibly addend it to this. But the LBW is actually for a motorcycle. It does 2 tire pressures and GPS, YouTube, music, phone calls, you name it. It uses the Android app for cars. And then down below, I have another tire pressure monitor. It does 4 tires, but currently I've got the top number, which of course it's not lit up now because I don't have it powered up. But that monitors the back tire on the E-Trike, and the lower 2 numbers monitor the tire pressures on the trailer. I have bad hearing, so I will not be able to hear a flat tire on the trailer. I'll just possibly see it fishtailing. But and then the Garmin, I can't remember the model number. I think it's Edge 530. That's it. It connects to the RCT 715, which so far I love it. I've had it for a few months, but haven't got a lot of use out of it. It detects cars up to, I think it's 300 meters, and it sends a signal, depending on how you've got it set up, to your phone, which would mount right over there. I have the phone in my hand at the moment, and also the Edge 530 right there. And but yeah, I wouldn't live without that radar. It's fantastic. I had construction down to the no shoulder. There's 45-mile-an-hour speed limit coming off the Garcon Bridge, and I got out into traffic, and when the cars started approaching me from 300 yards away, I found a good spot to pull off in the gravel or grass, whatever have you, and to let those cars pass. So yeah, it's that radar is great. Then I've got a mount there that will hold just about anything. But I usually use it mainly for the drone controller. It's just up there handy where I can actually follow it while it's following me. And as time goes on, I hope to get better with this YouTube video production. Someone in the Facebook, several people in the Facebook group asked me what this was. And they said it looks like a ham radio antenna. And I said I'd have one if I had a license, but that'd be pretty awesome. I'm into technology, as you can tell. But that's obviously, for those of you that know, goes with the Insta360. I have the Insta360 One X2, and that's an invisible selfie stick. And it's not so invisible as it gets down to the end, which is down in that piece of PVC. But I use this PVC to hold jerry, and also keep things handy, like my pulse ox and pepper spray. Cops, when we talked yesterday, for at least an hour, I said, hey, look me over, make sure I'm all legal. And I have 2 saddlebags. Obviously, they're not there right now. They're Ibera. I could not justify Ortlieb's. These Iberas are very nice. So I've got a knife there. And then over here, we'll walk around there. I have a pistol. Looks a lot like a Glock. But it is a CO2 pellet gun. And I just have it covered up to keep rain off. And also when I pull into a convenience store, Dollar General, nobody's looking at it saying I'm open carrying in Florida, which is probably okay, because if you listen to the armed fisherman, he walks around all the time with a crab net, fishing pole, AR-15, and a pistol on his side. And if you're hunting, camping, or fishing, you're good to go. And I'm clearly camping, and also I have a fishing pole with me, so they can't balk even if they think it's a pistol, legit, firearm. And but they looked at it and they said, "Oh, is that a pepper ball gun?" I told them, "No, it's CO2 pellet." And they said, "You ought to get you a pepper gun. Most of them hold about 9 rounds, and they hurt like the dickens. And when the ball busts, they burn." But I don't know. I'll consider that. And they asked me right away, "Are you live streaming?" And I said, "No, I rarely do that. But I figured the stickers with a camera on the top, up here visible, that would be a deterrent for anybody to mess with or try to steal stuff off the trike." And I've got a warning there. I don't know if you can read that, but here we go. I've had one thing stolen so far, and I purposely left it right here. It was a little girl's spiral plastic bracelet. I used it to fasten assorted things, tie down a cable, stretch it around, whatever. It was a nice little thing I found on the street somewhere. But I've been keeping it there, figuring, hey, if somebody wants it, they need it better than more than I do. And anyways, it turned up missing just last night. And then I've got, for safety, I've got the Air Sound bike horn. It's pretty loud. It's not quite like a car horn, but you charge it right there, and to honk it, you press that down. I've got the valve turned off. There's a valve right there, but it only will only honk for 17 seconds. So yeah, and I get mixed up with language. I'm sure you figured that by now. I've had a lot of medical issues. I had a stroke some time back, and my memory's not so good either, because I already told you that. That's why I've got the hand exercisers. There's another hand exerciser right there, and it just depends on which one I want to grab to use at any moment. But yeah, the cat trike though, it's fantastic. I've got these mounts here, right there. Yeah, there we go. I'm not too good with the filming, but I've got this. Originally, these mounts were going to be for a canopy that I bought off of Amazon. It was for a kayak. Well, I didn't even get it on, and the thing was ripping at the seams and the material. The pole system seemed to be pretty dependable, but the fabric was coming apart, so I sent it back. It was $81, and but so I'm using this now. You see this flag here in Florida and most other states. Cars are supposed to give you 3 feet. When I have cars that are kind of not paying attention, or I'm on a real tight breakdown lane or bicycle, I just put it out as far as I think I need it. And I can still see with the mirror. Here's the mirror. I can see right through there. And yeah, a little plastic bag. These Garmins are not cheap, so I figure I'm going to protect that. And but well, that's about all I can tell you now. I got a couple 10,000 milliamp hour anchor batteries in that Rock Pro pouch down there with assorted cables, and it's done everything so far. And real quick here, this the electric comes in. I've got on the back seat there's a pouch, and I've got a reusable Ziploc baggie that I put the car cigarette lighter adapter. It's got 3 on it, and that allows me to plug the cooler in, and also the plug that's tied to the 12-volt plug that's tied to the tire pressure monitor on the bottom, and then the LVW is hardwired in. So and then one real quick, there's the alarm, one of the alarms on the handle grip there. That's a very sensitive. I will turn it on. There's a horn. Not working now. Oh, I thought I lost it. Now it's there. It's tied to this turn signal. And for some reason, the battery must have died in it. I don't know what's going on. It was working a half hour ago, but it's got a motion sensor, and because when the taillight is on this PVC, and these flags are mounted in the PVC, I have to sometimes tame them down, even tie this one over to these two to make like a little triangle to give it some support to stop wiggling, because that wiggle will set the alarm off. Well, right now it won't, and I don't have any idea why. I just replaced the battery in the unit on the handlebar, but we'll figure that out later. Then another alarm. I'm sure many of you have seen this. It's kind of out of the way here. Yeah, right down there. That's very sensitive. You just touch this, boom, and that one goes off, and you just barely touch some flags or anything on the trike, and the tail light alarm goes off. But just something else to fix. So we'll get into the technology a little more deeper. I'm running on 19 minutes, and I think 20 minutes is where I'm going to try to cut most all of my videos. All right, well, thanks again for tuning in. If you want any further updates, please hit that bell and give me a subscribe there for the I always want to say analog. Algorithm. Thank you. But I'd like to get to 1,000 so I can live stream on YouTube instead of Facebook. But, well, in time, I appreciate any help and any comments, certainly. I'd like to improve my videos, get more stable. I don't want to script them, but hey, it is what it is. And there's my Bluetooth speaker. I play a little Grateful Dead occasionally. You might have guessed. So that's about it. I'm going to sign off. All right. You all have a good one. And happy Thanksgiving. All right. Take care.